All right, here we go with break number 2 of the night, our Prizm baseball hobby. Good luck to everybody in this. You can get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. We should have 3 autos per box on average. 12 packs, 12 cards per pack. PYT 835. Bowman Chrome baseball is coming up next. Your empty box. Pack number 1. You can grab your spots in Bowman Chrome. It's coming up next. Ethan Holiday, Kiki Collier, Spencer Jones, Bobby Witt Jr., Juan Gonzalez, Aiden Miller, Christy Mathewson. That is out of $4.99. Cooper Pratt on the Red Wave. Red Waves are not numbered. Christian Campbell, Theo DeRocher, Robin Ventura, Rhett Loader on the rookie. Again, guys, you do not have to be in the break to guess the player on the last auto. You can earn 20 credit to use on our shop for any breaks, packs, or boxes. There's Ken Griffey Jr., Jared Thomas, Connor Norby, Craig Yoho, Edwin Encarnacion, Sebastian Walcott, JC Escobar out of $2.99, Ben Hess on the silver, Jacob Wilson on the talisman, Colin Hawk, Dylan Dreiling, Jace Young. We have Christian Scott, Mike Schmidt, Alex Gordon, Will Wagner, Gary Sheffield, Thomas Agassi, Hank Greenberg. That is out of 149. And our first auto is Chuck Knobloch. That is going to Minnesota. Chuck Knobloch on the Mojo auto. On the sensational signatures. The Mojo parallel. Out of 25. That is 10 out of 25. The rest of this pack coming up. Cam Caminetti, Nolan Ryan, Buster Posey, Nick Kurtz. Johnny Farmello, Ryan Walderschmidt, Trey Savage, Ikoa Roby, Yadier Molina, Jake Arrieta. We got Ricky Henderson. That is out of $4.99. Mike Piazza on the silver. Ethan Salas, David Shields, Alex Rodriguez, Roberto Clemente. James Wood, Ellen Lindsay, Nick Yorkie, Joe Torre, Adam Jones, Jackson Churio, Marcelo Mayer on the red out of $2.99. Braden Montgomery, Connor Griffin, Vance Honeycutt, Josu DePaula, Deion Sanders. Top load what we have so far here. Again, you still have time to get your guesses in for the player on the last auto of this one for 20 in credit. We got an Aaron Judge guess so far. Still have plenty of time. Plenty of people can guess in here. Bowman Chrome Baseball PYT 829 is coming up next. Grab those last remaining spots in that one. Phoebe Reese, Augustin Ramirez, Carter Johnson, Carter Jensen, Brett Saberhagen, Tommy White. Got a green scope of Yohandri Morales. That is out of 75. Spencer Argaretti on the silver. Marcelo Mayer, Steve King, Bob Gibson, Hurston Walder. Chandler Simpson, Chase DeLauder, Ethan Anderson, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Roy Campanella, Hideki Matsui, Rogers Hornsby, out of 499. Then we got our first Cherry Blossom. That's going to be Trey Morgan on the Cherry Blossom. That is out of 29 out of 20. Cherry Blossom, Trey Morgan going to the Tampa Bay Rays. Then we have Chase Burns, Alejandro Rosario, Austin Wells, and J. Dixon Paez. Colt Emerson, Jesus Mate, Bryce Eldridge, Dontrell Willis, Elston Howard, Mike Piazza. We have a blue Nick Yorkie for Pittsburgh out of 199. Yona Tong, Steve King, James Tibbs, Luke Keyshaw, Luis Baez. We got 3 packs left after this one. There's Joe Jackson, Paul Canerco, Boston Bateman, Tony Oliva, Paul O'Neill, Jim Rice, Ha-Seong Kim. That is out of 99. Then we got an auto of Drew Jones going to Arizona. The Prismatrix auto out of 199. Leo DeVries, Roman Anthony, Jake Peavy, Braxton Ashcroft. Tom Seaver, Jacob Wilson, Kevin Alcantara, Billy Martin, Zevi Matthews, Johnny Mize, Hideki Matsui. That was out of 499. Tony Oliva, Dylan Cruz, Syngenti, Luis Angel Acuna, Brooks Lee. Last couple packs coming up. Cooper Pratt, Blake Mitchell, Alex Freeland, Brady House, Homer Bush, and we got Bryce Renier. That is our prospect signatures, Bryce Renier. That is out of 199. That should be our third and final auto. We'll see. Going to Detroit. Bryce Renier. Randy Johnson out of 299. Carson Benj, James Tibbs, Christian Kirstead, Andy Pettit, and Dalton Rushing. And our final pack of the break. Sometimes we get an extra auto. Let's see if we get what in here. Million Petrie, Max Muncy, Eddie Collins, Tony La Russa, Rod Carew, Matt Shaw, Kendall George, out of 149, Carson Williams, Jesus Mate, Tony Perez, Braden Taylor, Andy Van Slyke. And that'll do it for this one. Let's top load recap. Then we'll move on to our Bowman Chrome Again, we did have spots available in Bowman Chrome and Photogenic Football. Link is pinned in the chat if you guys want to check and grab those last spots that may remain from those. And the future break schedule will take you to all the upcoming breaks. So we got all next week's schedules put together as well, so you'll see that. And I'll start scheduling some of the newer breaks we have listed. And make sure you guys grab your spots in those future breaks, and let's get the breaks tonight filled. Last one here to top load, and we'll recap our hits. The silvers and red waves will get top loaded as well. We just do the numbers and numbered autos while we do the break. There's out of 75, Yoandy Morales. Roger Hornsby out of 499. Nick Yorkie out of 199. Asian Kim out of 99. Hideki Matsui out of 499. Randy Johnson out of 299. Kendall George out of 149. Trey Morgan out of 20. Christy Mathewson out of 499. JC Carrara out of 299. Hank Greenberg out of 149. Ricky Henderson out of 499. Marcelo Mayer out of 299. Chuck Novak on the sensational signatures. That was out of 25. Out of 25. And we had Drew Jones on the Prizm Matrix. That was out of 199. And our final auto guest of the break, Bryce Rayner. That was out of 199. All right, guys, that does it for break number 2, PYT 835.